I am having issues getting into Roll20, so I'm just going to have to... I don't know what's happened here.
Moment.
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
Gonna restart Chrome.
It might not be letting me in either.
This is the start of a 6 or 7 hour double header for me today. We moved the other game to Tuesday tonight. So I'll be playing this and then have a half-hour break and then straight into the next game.
Cool.
Cool.
What's the other game? What are you playing?
5e. It's a homebrew campaign.
Oh, sweet. Do you play it on Roll20 as well?
No, just over Zoom.
I'm in.
Ailson.
Yeah, it's not letting me. It's being funky.
Well, when I opened it
A
up,
couple of taps for me.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
I'm
it was
just...
doing a new update too, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting some progress now.
Well, Balson, you're third in the turn order, so we've got Hector and Wiz before you.
Sure thing.
And Hector, you've discovered the body of Lord Simonda surrounded by 2 Werehound Hell Knights. A lot of bodies there. And the way to get down to the secret level is through this little ladder over here, Hector. So Hector, what would you like to do?
I'll dash over to it.
Sure, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 30 will get you over here. And this is now the secret entrance. There's usually a secret door here, but you know where the secret door is, so no big deal. Would you like to continue dashing? Because that will be all your movement to get there. Okay, so feel free to progress through that door. And as you open the door, remember these guys? Family you saved. Family is literally burnt. Still can dash through if you like. Get through to that next door.
I'll continue on to the next door.
Oh no!
Surely there's something better behind this door.
Through this way.
I think you'd have to come out here.
Yep, that's right. And as you get there,
door number 1.
a Hellhound Knight there is still alive, and he's going to take his prepared action to take a swipe at you with his sword and do some unholy smite damage if he hits. Just the one hit as he has had a prepared action, but regardless, he's going to swing his longsword at you. First roll from the DM from the knight is a 15. Does that hit, Hector? I think that does hit, doesn't it?
That does hit.
So he's going to pump a 6 slashing and 3d8. Yeah, 3d8 by the other damage. So 14 points of damage as he cuts into you. Actually, he's taken a bit of damage. That's the wrong hit points. He's burnt a little bit. But, okay. If you used your rogue dash bonus action, you could get an attack in now if you like, Hector, or get around him.
Rogue?
He's a monk.
Ah, sorry, monk. Sorry, monk. Yep. That's your movement and your action. Anything else?
No.
Okay, well, there is actually something else, because you spot the body of Ricio Tane in the corner, the proprietor of the Lucky Tavern. And at the end of your turn, Hector, you burn. This is going to be bad for Hector. Hector, take 2 points of fire damage.
Oh, damn it. Okay,
Out.
well, I am, no more HP for me.
No more HP for Hector. Okay. Wiz. You're of course unaware that he's burning inside, but you see no enemies here, only fire in front of you. What do you do, Wiz?
Despite not really being built for fire, I suppose I'm gonna take a run this way. Head down the stairs.
No, that leads up to the upper floor.
Oh,
To get to the lower floor, you have to go back behind these toilets. That's the... no. I put everybody wrong. Sorry, no, you can go down these stairs as well. So how much movement did you use to get there?
that's my full movement.
Put you right there, coming down the stairs into the cellar. The cellar's not a secret. This is a secret way out of the Lucky League Tavern, but okay. Feel free to dash. This is the way down to the secret level behind this door.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll tuck and roll off the stairs here. 6.
Hey, that's your full movement. At the end of your turn, you take 2 points of fire damage. All right. And you see the body of Lord Signmonder. Not good. Balson, also hanging out at the door. Do you rush in? Balson the Muted, they call him.
Sorry, there we go. So I've got 6 to the air. I'm going to take my cunning action to do a dash. So that's 1, 2, which will transport me over to the other side.
3.
3. Can I jump off the edge? Was that fine? Just to pop off the edge, or do I need to go to the foot of the stairs? Sorry, what was that?
Just jump off the steps, no roll needed.
4, 5, 6, and then for my action, can I take another dash action?
Yeah.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4 in there using my 1 diagonal.
And at this point,
Alright.
Actually, you do take damage, so your rage remains.
No, 5, about 5, 6. Yeah,
Sure.
so that's me. That's sick.
So 4 points of damage, and you see the Warehouse Knight just strike the blow that fells Hector. Speaking of Warehouse Knights... Oh, no, not that one. He's dead. Or did I roll this guy into initiative? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I'll run him into initiative now. 9. Ooh, that's not a good place for him to roll. Comes right up there. This will be his action next. And he smiles and says, "One for the slaughter. Time to slaughter another." And he steps forward over the body of the father, purposely stomping on his skull to crush it a little bit more. Then brings to Balson, your AC's 15. It's going to bring out
Yeah, and I'm
his...
no longer at advantage because I didn't do any reckless attacking.
Sure. So straight rolls.
Yep.
18.
That hits.
A 14. And a natural
Misses.
1. So 1 hit.
Misses. Yep.
And he gonna do his last 3d8 roll. So you take 7 plus that. 20 points of damage as he... As you...
So that's half to 10, presumably.
Wait, no, it's not, because
Some of it is
Unholy
fire.
Smite
Something.
does necrotic.
Okay, so
you
what's
take
the necrotic?
7. So you did 7 slashing, so you take 3 slashing and 13 necrotic, so 16 points of damage.
Okay, cool.
Bit better than 20. Okay, Torque.
Ouch.
The fire resistant.
Right, well, I suppose dashing would be the way to go. Oops. Let's do the one diagonal and then down the stairs. Was that up the stairs? Whichever way it was to get to the stairwell.
3
That moved me
points
across.
of 15 foot of movement to get there.
Right, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then the dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I seem to remember Lord Simonda had quite a nice maul that he would be fighting with of some description. A fine weapon.
Yeah.
Is that he does? I think that since I'm here, I'm going to see if I can recover that from him. I'm sure he would want that to be put to good use to avenge him, so I'm going to pick that up.
Signature weapons are his maul, and he's got a very nice shield as well.
Well, I will. I assume it's got the family crest on it or something similar.
The maul, yes. The shield, no.
No, well, I'll recover both of those items.
Sure. Okay, and that was your dash action to get there, then a free action to pick up. Okay.
Pick up those items. Yeah.
Pork, take 1 point to fire damage as you are fire resistant. Pastor Timothy, everybody's rushing into the everybody's rushing into the flames. What do you do?
They're all stupid. Why are they going there? Like, oh, I suppose where they go I. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll make it to the door at least.
Actually, you can make it to there. You can actually jump through the window if you like. The window's open. Somebody opened it, so you can get to there.
Oh, yeah.
With your movement.
Yeah. And then I guess I'll use my action to dash.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. To there, I guess.
This is the way down. I think I told you wrong last week.
Oh, okay, right.
So tell you what, it takes you 20 to get over here. You're at 20 feet of movement. Stop moving yourself. The DM has the power. You're over here now, Pastor Timothy, with 20 feet of movement.
Okay, sorry. I've taken 20 feet of movement of my action. Okay, well, I guess I will take the other 10 feet that way.
Jumping off the side of the stairs. Cool.
Yeah, why not? And I'm concentrating on heroism, I think. That's a concentration spell, isn't it? Yeah. No, that's it. Sorry. Until I can see someone.
A dash action or to take a dash action to get there? Oh, you're up from outside, weren't you? Yeah. Okay, quite a bit of movement then. All right, cool. Hector, type this for me into the chat.
Take some fire damage?
Oh, yes, you do. So type that, Hector, for a death saving throw. And you take 4 points of fire damage. Pastor Timothy. Okay, noted, Hector. And make me a Constitution saving throw, please, Pastor Timothy. DC 10.
Oh, yeah.
No problem. Concentration remains. 4 fire damage. Hector didn't die. Wiz, what would you like to do?
I'll run up here.
A 10 gets you to there.
And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Witch's Bolt. A classic.
Okay.
What's that? $19.
19 just misses. He puts up his shield and deflects the witch's bolt. No good.
No. That's all I'll do.
Full plate armor and a shield. Hard to get through. Okay, so hanging back. Baelson, Hector is burning to death next to you. But there's a Warehound Knight. What do you do?
I think Balsam was the one I cast heroism on, so he should take 2 temporary hit points at the start of his turn.
Got that, Baelson?
Hello?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
That's just cool. So I get 2 temp hit points, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet, thank you. And as much as I want to save Hector, I think I need to deal with this guy. And hopefully Pastor Timothy can deal with it on his turn. So I'm going to recklessly attack. And a short sword at advantage.
That's a miss.
That's an 18. I'm going to use my heroic inspiration right now.
Cool. Don't roll a 1.
Yeah. So do I roll 1 or do I roll both?
Oh, just 1. Just you re-roll a dice.
Yep. Cool.
Lots of misses. That's a wah-wah, I'm afraid.
And then am I able? See how that door's in between the 2 squares? Am I able to get on the other side, or is he blocking the door?
Around the other side. I don't see a problem with that. Stepping over the body of
Okay.
Hector.
So I'm going to come over to this side. 1, 2, 3, and for my bonus action, I'm going to take. Oh, what have I got? Bonus actions. Yeah, I'm actually going to. No, that's all I can do because I don't want to dash away. I don't want to disengage or hide. Yep, cool. That's fine.
At the
Cool.
end of your turn, take
Yep.
4 points of fire damage.
Yay.
Let's see if the Warehound Knight can get his fire breath back. He can. Little sign wonder, that's why he doesn't have fire breath. Takes a deep breath and breathes his fire breath at you, Balson. Says, yeah, you'll burn too tonight. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
At advantage.
Okay.
Oh, 16 makes it anyway.
Yeah,
Now,
cool. 16 makes it.
Do you have that rogue thing that makes you take 0 damage on a successful save yet?
Not yet.
Balson goes down.
Yeah, I go down, but then I pop straight back up with
Oh!
1 HP.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Alright, so we did that. We did that. Oh, he's going to take some So roll 2 for the thing. You'll only take half of it, but he takes 2 points of fire damage, the Warehound Knight. Torque!
All right. I'm going to move down to the stairwell, and I'm just going to quickly measure something. I believe 30 feet. Yes, that's 30 feet here. I'm going to cast Aid, I believe. I'll give that a crack. Yeah. Oh, it's only one of those. Sorry. Did that go twice?
First one.
So that's 5 points of healing for 3 people within the 30 feet. Or should I just do that on the... Hang on. Where's VTT?
I got you, bud. There's your 30-foot range there.
So choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each target's hit points maximum. Where's the VTT thing? Display on VTT. Yep, we can do that. Arrive. So bolsters your resolve. So that's you, Baleson, and that's also Hector. So we're going to get some points back, although stuff there, and yeah. So that's what I'm doing, and you can also have that as well, Wiz, because you're in range.
So that brings Hector back on 5 hit points, and his maximum is increased by 5. Such a useful spell, and it's so underused. Okay, Torque, rush in, do some healing. At the end of your turn, you take 1 point of fire damage. All right, Pastor Timothy.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm in the stairwell.
You'd have to dash to get to there to push past them. So it'd be another 10 foot of movement to get into the room. Is that cool with you?
Sure. I'll dash to there. And I will, seeing Hector still so hurt, I will cast a healing word on the poor lad. Take 4 hit points, son. And as you do, have a bloody go at that cunt right there.
Absolutely, but it'll be a disadvantage as you're swinging from prone, but why not, Hector? Take a swing. Yeah. Worth swing, but that goes wide. But Hector, now it's your actual turn. I assume you spring to your feet. Do one of those cool monk backflip things to your feet. Oomph.
Kick up.
A burpee.
Oh, Pastor Timothy. Take 3 hit points and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Hector, half your movement to spring to your feet. What you got?
I'm gonna make a grapple.
Apple. Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna spend 1 key point to activate my tentacle, then grapple.
Okay, cool. He rolls, a 24.
I can beat that.
Oh, yes!
You sure can.
He does
Well done. He rolled a 17 on the dice. That is an excellent
Natural 20!
Okay, and then I'm going to grapple him again. Which will... So hang on.
He rolls a 21.
21? I think I can beat that. Never mind.
Cluster. Oh, so close.
Okay, then I will spend another key point to give him 2 good punches to the noggin.
advantage, I believe, because you have him grappled.
Another natural 20.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Natural 20!
Another D8 on top of that.
It already automatically did that. I got a 2.
did it?
I mean, because you're unarmed strike, you get another dice. So you need to roll another D8 on top of that 5.
Yeah.
Because if you hover over the 5, it says 1d8 plus 3. And you roll a 2.
Yeah.
So 1 more d8. And
so
your
you-
second unarmed strike misses. So 1 more d8. So it's 5 so far. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Worth
Oh.
rolling.
Natural 20!
Punching.
Mangy mutt.
And he is looking slightly worried. He thought he had 2 of you down, but all of a sudden both of you are back up. But regardless, at the end of your turn, Hector, you take 1 point of fire damage.
He moved yet, in case he wanted to move and move the dude around.
I can't really move him too far, but I guess I'll try and drag him away from Baleson.
It's past to Timothy. Excellent.
Yeah.
No, not exactly what I was thinking there, son.
Yeah.
Got that mysterious number 11 in there. Wiz!
I do it again. I'll
Sure.
attempt another Witch's Bolt.
Is that advantage because
That's
he's
a
grappled
20.
now?
Oh,
Oh,
who
doesn't
needs
matter.
advantage?
Natural 20!
It's 26 damage.
What?
What?
I roll the 2d2? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
well, regardless.
How do you want to do this?
Oof.
I blow him up. His armor is a conduit for the electricity.
It's fried from the inside. Beautiful. Okay,
I don't know what to
Wiz.
cook tonight, guys.
So far, the missing people, you'll see Ricio Tane is dead in a second. There's still the barmaids, you know, are down here, Haka and Madrika. Byra, Tame, and Gaia, the halfling folks. So, what do you want to do, Wiz?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna check Ricio, see if he left us anything that we could use for our plans.
Let's have a look. Anything of note? There's a rapier. And I'll tell you, it's just a +1 rapier. So it's a very fine rapier. That's it.
Might as well put it to use. And that'll be it.
That won't be it,
Alright.
because you take another 5 points of fire damage. Baleson.
Okay, I'm going to try and speed run it with all my dash actions. I'm going to open the door. 1, 2, 3. What can I see in this room? Above me?
Barmaids.
Dead barmaids. Okay, I'll just leave them. I don't think they'll have anything of value. I didn't hear. I wasn't party to. Was it talk? Pastor Timothy. Yeah, giving them the money. So I'll go carry it down here. 4, 5, 6, and I'll open this door. Is anyone in here?
Gaia, dead, Tame. Whoops. All the halfling family's dead. That's and finally you see poor Byra saved but now broken. Everybody's dead.
Did I recall Byra having any weapon of note or anything like that?
She wishes
I don't
she was a
think-
keen, adventuring young lass, but
But she had nothing.
she had
Yeah.
nothing.
Now, would we know, because that's the long drop below me, would we know that that long drop connects with the upstairs long drops? Is that a way of connecting up to the top?
That's not how long drops work, right?
No.
I know, but it's a super long drop. And you just hope that no one's going when you're going. Alright, sweet.
No. Especially because
Yeah.
this is a secret level, and people would...
Yeah.
People like to look at their own poo for some reason, so that would be a very
Yeah.
obvious way to find the secret level. So no. Good thinking, though.
Yeah, okay. No worries, just checking. In which case, if we don't think that there's anything else of value here, I'm going to use my dash action, well, as my bonus action, my cunning action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I just yell out, "They're all dead! They're all dead!" And then I use my action as a dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Your turn. Take 2 points of fire damage.
Yay, my favorite.
And your rage maintains as you're being burnt.
Oh,
Torque.
wait, did I get those? Did I get those 2 temporary hit points from you still, Pastor Timothy?
Yes, you do.
Oh yeah, sweet. So no damage, effectively. Sweet.
Torque. Time to get out, it seems.
Right. So Pastor Timothy is not looking too singed, but Hector is still looking quite singed. So I'm going to lay hands for 5 points of healing on Hector as my action to help him out, bolster him a little bit more. Then I will head back up the stairs. Movement. So that's 1 to there. And does that then transfer me to the stairwell in the corner?
To there, as you climb the stairs, climb the ladder. So 10,
Ooh.
10 to there.
Okay. There's 10. Oh, not moving now. Click on myself. 15, 20. And then I'll do a diagonal. I'm going to actually see if I can recover Signmonder's body. So I'm going to pick up Signmonder as his body anyway. I know he's got a family grave in the high area there, so maybe we might be able to. I'd feel honor bound to try and smuggle him into his family crypt or similar.
Despite his diminutive size, he is wearing plate mail armor, so you'll be moving at half movement. But if you still want to pick him up, absolutely.
I think I will endeavour to do that. Yep.
Okay.
I'm quite fire resistant. So what fire damage do I take?
Half of this. 2 points of fire damage. Alright, so putting Signmonder over your shoulder, it's difficult. He's very badly burnt for obvious reasons. It's not pleasant, but it is honourable.
Yep.
Pastor Timothy.
Righto. Get the hell out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Diagonal 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so you're up the stairs. We'll put you right over here. There you go. And at the end of your turn, you take 5 points of fire damage.
Burn me, baby. Burn me.
Hector.
I will follow after Talk.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you take 6 points of fire damage. Ouch!
Sick.
Yeah. Thank goodness for that healing. Wiz, all of a sudden you're alone in the secret cellar, surrounded by dead bodies. What do you do?
I'm gonna dash on out of here.
Okay, I'll let you dash out of there. You said 5 feet for climbing up the ladder. Other than that, just work it out.
Suppose the satyr in me must ask: Is there any? Does it look like any fine wine has survived the fire?
Yeah. There's barrels of it over here.
All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna start sliding a barrel.
Hey, absolutely, you can do that, but you're going to be moving at half speed, and you're going to have to make some rolls to try and roll it up these stairs. But
Might as well give it the old college try.
How do you
That's-
want to do this?
that's not the right button. This is the right button.
You can and I try.
Okay, so
Oh, look at Hector. We have to save the wine. It's the only thing left.
take 6 points of damage. Seems apt somehow. All right, but that's your move to get up to there. Okay.
Yep.
Bielson, buddy, you're getting close.
Yeah, I know. I'll probably be able to get out by this stage. It's like, you stupid fools! Don't grab the wine. Leave the wine. I know that. It doesn't matter. You do you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. And then I'll take my cunning action, which is 1. Alright. 2, then the diagonal, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then my actual action, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I just get just outside.
Right, as the fire damage happens at the end of your turn, you survive.
I can get a little bit out to leave them some room as well, but keep eyesight on there. Cool.
Take your 2 hit points, bro.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, 2 temp. Oh, boom.
Oh.
I'll keep a lookout for if there's any other sort of people coming through the streets or that sort of thing. Not people, but just checking for danger.
Make that perception check.
Oh, okay. I see nothing.
I'm gonna say you do, because it's hard to miss.
Oh. Oh, crikey. Alright. Sweet. I will then take one more bit of movement to here. That's it. That's all I'm over. That's my entire turn.
Warehouse Knight. He's just strolling, admiring the fire at the moment. Pastor Timothy, I think you made your Constitution saving throw after you take your 3 points of fire damage. Torque.
No, Pastor Timothy hasn't had his movement.
Yeah, no, that was for last turn.
That was last turn. I said I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
Well, I'll take the dash action, but you said half motion for that, so I will move 6, which gets me to myself and Simonda to the base of the stairs, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But remember, I'm quite heat resistant, so fret not, everyone. Get yourselves out.
You're right there.
But yeah, I did actually miss my turn, Malcolm.
Oh, did you? Okay, well, take 3 points of fire damage, Torque, and Pastor Timothy.
I'm really close, so I'm going to hightail it out the window. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey!
As soon as you jump out the window, I indicate, like, try and just look to the east. And if you, yeah,
Oh, bugger.
yeah.
So seeing that, have they seen us yet?
Sight check, Pastor Timothy. They seem enraptured by the fire of the Lucky Leap Tavern. They know what a symbol it was. They know what a well-respected person Ricio Tane was. And they are happy that this landmark of an inn with a legendary adventurer inside is up in flames. So no,
Right.
don't they're meandering is the word I'd use.
Yeah. I will drop concentration on heroism, and I think it's time for the old disguise self.
Oh.
As one of the werewolf hellhounds, high in rank if I can, and stand. Yeah, I've got no more movement, so I'll stay where I am, but I'll be there looking at the flame and kind of like surveying it and acting like I'm in charge of the place.
Okay, cool. And disguise self is not concentration, so feel free to maintain heroism.
Oh,
Yay.
excellent. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm more confused. Torque, you had a turn, didn't you? Torque, yeah, you did. You
Yes,
dragged
I
some
had.
lights on wonder.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom. They move closer. I'm gonna give them a perception check. Now they appear to have noticed you and say, "Oi, you! What are you doing, buddy? Swipe him down," he says to Pastor Timothy.
This one's important. The Queen wants him.
Make me a deception check at advantage.
Love to hear it.
Disguise self up. Advantage. 21's good. Might be better, it might not be better. Probably wants to decapitate himself. You gotta admire someone who enjoys their job. Fantastic. They keep on meandering up, they're not dashing yet. Hector!
I'm going to exit the cellar. But as I do it, I'm going to say, Wiz, leave the bottles of wine. There's nothing left of value to save in this wretched place. I believe I get... Oh. Whoops. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave the cellar.
That's your full movement and dash to get there?
No, I can get a little bit further. Come on, but I'll stay here. I'll observe talk.
5 points of fire damage.
Oh, buddy.
Now, Wiz, these barrels are going to be difficult. I will point out, though, there are some bottles of wine here. Up to you, though.
I'm gonna kind of pat the barrel on top and go, "Next time, buddy." I'm gonna grab a small bottle and meander up the staircase with a dash action.
Make a D6, Wiz.
D6. All right. D6. There we go.
Oh,
6.
You managed to take 6 bottles of wine with you. Kind of holding a whole bunch of them to your chest. So you got 6 bottles of wine. Fantastic.
Let's see, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 more or 5 more after I go up the stairs.
So you probably won't get out. So take 1 hit point for each bottle
And
of
that's
wine
like
you grabbed.
max roll 3.
Oh, really? So feel free to dash to the main level of the unlucky leap. There we go. Fantastic. That was Wiz's turn. Baleson.
What I'm going to do is yell out, "You'll never catch me, you swines!" And I'm going to run around the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take another action to sort of dash around the corner.
Sure.
Then take the hide action as my cunning action. So I should be on stealth if I can roll a stealth roll.
Your rage will fade.
My rage has already faded because I didn't do any. I didn't take any damage to the previous one. Here we go.
Right. With all the smoke is very easy to hide, so you do an excellent job using the environment. And
I'll just try and get as far as I can because I could get like 2 or 3 squares off
sure.
sight. You know.
Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, you. Any survivors in there? Says to Pastor Timothy.
That's what I'm watching for. So I can poke them as they come out.
Fantastic, fantastic. Pastor Timothy.
I'm going to. I can see these guys in here through the window. I'm going to try and make a signal to them, like a shaka bra or something like that, just so they know it's me. And I'm going to say, "Oh, looks like it's all clear in here. If you guys go around the other way, I'll come around this way and we'll catch that one that ran off."
Sure. Make me another deception check at advantage. "22 is good. 22 is good." Alright, I know Riso Tane always had some backdoor exits. We'll cover the back, you cover the front. And you stay
On your
there,
dog, brother.
You stay there, Pastor Timothy?
Yeah.
And it's not Torque's turn because another creature enters it. She says, "It's not my fault. You don't understand. It wasn't me. It wasn't me." She's going to try and take over the night. Let me just check what he needs to roll. We'll roll this above the table, as it were. So her... It's a 13 charisma. And he has a +5 charisma. So she needs a 1 to 7 on a d20. Oh! And she dives into the body of the Warehound Knight. And he is possessed. Oh, well, there we go.
Wow.
Plot twist. Torque.
Huh?
Alright, so I'm still going to be taking the dash action to get the normal 30 feet of movement to bring Simonda with me. So that's 1 up. Click on myself. 1 up, 1 diagonal, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm by the door with Simonda next to me on my shoulder. So I'm still inside. Yep.
Yeah.
take half of that in fire damage, so 3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
What's she going to do with her new body?
Fight the other one. Or run away.
I think she's going to fight him. That serve her no purpose. I don't know what she'd do.
Seek vengeance.
Can you help me? You help me. That is not my fault. What the hell are you talking about? That is not my fault. What the hell? And we'll leave it at that. Hector.
As nice as this event has been, I think it's time to make my exit. I'm going to exit out of... I'm going to come over here and open this window.
Sure. Easy enough to dash out if you do that. And avoid...
Yeah.
And avoid some fire damage, Mr. 3 hit points.
I will dash out then.
Alright. Whiz, with the 6 bottles of wine grasped to your chest, what do you do?
I'm going to walk outside. And am I able to tell in any way that Pastor Timothy is the disguised self in front of me?
I am trying to make it plain to you using hand signals behind my back. The symbol of the 5. The 5. I'm flashing 5s at you.
I'm going to kind of go, oh, it's all right. Got the wine you wanted for the queen.
Good, good. The queen really likes that wine. It'd be a shame if it went up in flames as well. Now, you better make your way around the building that way and wait further instructions.
Sir, yes, sir. Wait, where was I to begin? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might as well dash.
Dashing around the corner. Bowson, you're going to remain hidden back there?
I'm going to remain hidden, but I'm just going to... I guess I'll prepare an action that if... Oh no, I won't. I'll just stay hidden right there.
Nice. As the possessed warehouse knight kind of distracts him as Wiz and Hector dash around the corner. He says, we're going this way. 6. And this, it seems, is your opportunity to run. Anybody's got any other ideas other than to collect up as a group and get the hell out of there, let me know. Otherwise, we can just drop out of initiative order for now.
Sweet. Yep. I like that idea.
Okay, so with the Lucky Leap Tavern now fully ablaze, no help of sealing it. The mum, dad, and son that you sent here for safety, dead. Recio Tane, dead. Slord Mondo, dead. Hucker and Madrika, the barmaids, dead. And Byra, Tame, and Gaia from the Halflings Treasury Bakery, all dead. So you dash back onto the streets of Odenbeer. The warehouse knights doing something behind you. I don't imagine you care very much. But you're back onto the streets of Odenbeer. But one task completed. And that you know where the Tunnel of Love is. Where do you go? What do you do? You're over here now.
I'd have to. I'd talk to the others and say we at the very place need a place to regroup.
What was it? What's coming from?
Yeah, no, it's just
I
me.
can see you there.
Oh, thank you. And you look quite crazy. It was a wonderful trick you did there, Pastor Timothy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've still got the spell up. I've got an hour of this, so.
Okay, so you're just keeping it up, just in case there's Okay. But we need to go to a place which we can trust and regroup. We could go to. I hate to use this word, but my friends in the zoo.
Didn't we have a place where we used to go and rest up that was quite secure and safe? What was the name of that place? Oh, that's right. The Lucky Leap.
Yes.
Didn't look very safe to me.
Pastor, well, another option might be going to the Halfling Eatery, the Halfling's Treasure. We might be able to get in there and perhaps lock ourselves down in the basement or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'll tell you this: I am not that keen on seeing Taris, to be honest. So I'd prefer to.
Another option that we have is to journey outside the city right now, and we may make camp outside of the city on our way to the tomb. Tomb?
Sounds like a good idea as well.
Outside the body as well.
Yep, you have Lord Signmonder over your shoulder. Torque.
You can always
Yes,
check if the tomb that you were talking about might be semi-safe.
Mm-hmm.
So that tomb, however, is in the High District. I believe it's Lord Simonder's houses 89. That's the Monda village, and just to the northwest of that is, I believe, the family crypt or tomb. So I don't know how easy it would be to get into the High District at this point in time. I mean, ultimately, I would like to return his body there, but if we have to stash it at the zoo until we get a chance to set things right, given that the Tunnel of Love is not far from the Monda Manor, then that might be a better time to return his effects there when we're trying to get to the tunnel itself.
With everything that's been going on, with dead bodies, people we thought were dead coming back, and soldiers being transformed, how are we to be sure that if we leave Simonder's body somewhere, we're not just leaving it for some evil spirit to occupy?
Well, that's why I thought perhaps the menagerie might be a place, or we could leave by the sea gate and then make our way north. Because the other option would be to be leaving by the skeleton gate to the north.
Oi.
But I have no idea whether the gates are patrolled by the former soldiers loyal to the crown.
I'll say you've heard people talking just past you onto the streets, and the gates are quite well guarded. Seems as if the Queen wants to keep people here.
So the only other option is we're not far from the river. We could try and attempt to get another little boat and make our way out and then make it up the coast a little ways.
That sounds like a good plan.
Especially since we were accompanied currently by someone who appears to be a guard.
Mm.
Oi. One short fortnight since I've met you, fellas. And now we turn to piracy. I never would have seen this coming.
I don't suspect that it's piracy if we leave a coin or two for the boat owner, and we're not going to keep the boat. We'll just make sure that it's moored up somewhere further up near the cliffside.
Sort of just more of a surprise lease.
I have some money that I can lend. I'll be happy to pay for the boat. How much is a boat, Malcolm?
I don't know. Depends on the boat, of course.
Well, consider it if we were just using it as a ferry. What a ferry would be. I think a few silver should suffice.
Yep.
If we can find one available.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably want to, but if we're trying to get out of the city, I'd probably want to stop by the Emporium one last time beforehand.
You'd want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. While you're going
Probably
in
do that
there,
while you guys are fighting a boat.
what to do? Like, are you going to try and? Oh, sorry. We've said that to talk. Talk will say, are you going to try and deposit our demon friend?
I'm gonna try one last negotiation.
Okay.
See if I can't work this demon in our favor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reluctant to be separated from you all if we're making common cause.
Do we wait outside like we used to, like we did last time?
But we're waiting outside while carrying a dead body in the presence of a guard. It is hardly an unsuspicious manner.
Very famous dead body as well. Lord Simon.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Well, boys, you know what? A bunch of thugs skulking around, carrying a dead body turned to be secret. If someone sees that, they're going to think, "Oh, what's going on?" But if they see a bunch of soldiers displaying the fallen body of an enemy as they take it somewhere, given what's happening in the city right now, I believe that no one would give it two thoughts.
You have the means to transform us more.
High vis and clipboard technique. Well, I'm not saying you all have to look like Hellhound warriors, but just, you know, if you kind of smarten yourselves up a bit, grab a uniform from somewhere, or...
I mean,
Um,
we could attempt to get into the High District by taking a boat up the river and getting off on the southern shore. And that way we could make our way to Simonder's family crypt.
All right. Now, I didn't know Sign Wonder as well as you did, Torque, but he struck me as a largely pragmatic individual. Do you think he would want us to be faffing about with his body, trying to get it to his crypt? Or do you think he would want us to carry out his plan?
No, but at some point I should like to place his effects to honour his wishes, which I think is what he would want.
Aye.
So what should we do with the body then, since you were concerned of the potential for necromantic magic or something similar?
You want to burn it like we did the other one?
Well, if we wish to burn it, we should have just deposited it back in the.
I'm well aware of the irony of that.
Hmm. And I'm assuming racially, Simonda was quite a small race, correct? So his plate would not be well suited to anyone in the party.
Well, I don't wear plate. I think you'll be the only one who'd wear it.
Woman size. It's not
so,
magical. It's nice, but it's not magical, so it won't readjust to your body shape.
Right. Okay.
Well, I think the idea of a boat going up into the High District with Sign Wonder on it, or his body at least, is a good idea. And also, the dwarves, I think, enjoy the ritual of having their bodies returned to the ground, but I believe also that burning is not unheard of. What about a longship burial? We put him in a boat, we set it ablaze, and we send it up the river into the High District.
I'm not averse to that idea either.
I
That
think
could be
you'll
a good
find.
plan. Regardless of a body, it might draw attention away from the gates.
That's what I'm thinking. One more blow Sign Wonder can strike for truth and justice.
I do fear that my knowledge of rivers is somewhat limited, but I fear that a boat not actively being steered will move downriver, not upriver. And we are currently down with river side from the High District.
All right.
Malcolm, the
Yes.
efficient master, for which I know Simonda was a follower of the efficient master as well. What are their normal death procedures for those of that faith, of my faith?
Fire or cremation would be fine because that's jolly sensible.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd know that Lord Simonder's father, his grandfather, his great-grandfather has all been buried in the crypts of House Monder. I mean, it's the only noble house in the High District that has its own crypt. So I'll let you to decide. I often think of the efficient master as the god of common sense, and just burning someone is common sense. It just makes sense for a lot of reasons. Won't come back as zombies or anything like that. But
Hmm.
his ancestors are buried in the crypts of House Monder.
If we were to do that, then I would still want to return the ashes, as it were, to the crypt to honour his family and his traditions. So either we go now, or we burn his
Torque.
body and keep.
Torque, make
Yep.
me a history check.
Hmm. A mighty 4.
Thanks. You don't get bonus information for a 4. Torque, yes.
Well, do we risk it now, or do we come back later? I mean, I shan't imagine that the conditions in the city will improve in any event.
If anything, the longer time goes on, there will be less wacky events happening throughout the city and more guards not being distracted by other things.
Do we make the run for the crypt now, and then make our way out past the Hall of Rarities?
Sounds
You
good to
see-
me.
If you think that that's wise, then yes, let's.
Yes. Well, I'd like to do that, and I have a thought. If we put our erstwhile soldier on the front of the prow there, I could at least obscure the back of the boat with some darkness, and in the conditions at the moment, I think that would make it even less obvious that we weren't a set of guards.
That also sounds good.
Just having a look. It's a concentration spell and can last up to 10 minutes. That should be enough time for a quick jaunt up into the High District in a boat. Assuming we can find a boat. So I reckon we head to the South Shore, see if we can find a boat like we did last time, and then make our way up into the High District.
Would you like the same boat that we borrowed?
I believe that may have had somebody on it.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think there was someone hiding, but we did not give away the fact that they were hiding aboard that boat.
Well, perhaps then they might be amenable to us.
Well, potentially, but I don't know. Well, if we can find it, let's see what's at the docks near the
Sure
bridge.
thing. Sure thing.
So escort us down, guard.
Guard, roll me a d20, please.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to the docks with relatively little interference. You do notice, as I imagine Pastor Timothy confidently leads the way. I mean, that's the best way to avoid detection is often confidence. You see people gasp in horror as they see the body of Lord Signmonder. You hear muffled cries. I mean, everybody's trying to cause draw little as attention as possible. But you can feel the weight of the people as they see apart from the former Queen Waldron Azanar, the most respected person in the city, and he is dead. So it's another gut punch to the people of Odenbeer. So no one cries out, no one wails. You get the impression that they want to, but making noise, drawing attention to yourself is likely to draw the attention of the Warhound Hell Knights.
Mm.
We could
Regardless,
probably just stroll. We could probably just stroll right in with the body and say that we were bringing the body to the queen to use as like a
Don't we have
measure against.
Don't we have a price on our heads? We need to be
Could
disguised.
be. We could always just say that we were the ones behind getting rid of Sign, and we're trying to redeem ourselves in the eyes of the queen by bringing her his body.
Yeah, I don't like the chances of that.
I think we should find a.
You just got to
I
be
think-
confident.
I think you'd find ourselves well escorted to the Queen by a number of
Precisely.
guards.
Then we
Quiet
might have to
back
sneak
there,
in the
you scum.
castle.
Quiet back there, you scum. We're taking this
There.
body to the boat.
Okay, we take them to the boat.
And all you commoners, you look at this. You watch. This is Sidewinder. This is what happens to those who dare resist the Queen.
another D20 if you'd be so kind, Pastor Timothy. Roll. So while you're barking orders at these commoners, you do come across to the docks with an 8th. The docks are unattended. And you get some of these boats, they've been rained on, like as everything has been rained on. And some of them are partially filled up with the rains, are giving you the impression that these fishing boats have not been used for a while. And you can't help but look down into the water below here, and there are some more than usual amount of dead fish. You see more dead fish in the water than you do live fish. You get the impression that fishing is kind of off the table for a little bit at the moment. Very risky because you'd be out exposed to the rain. There's no guarantee that the fish you get are even going to be edible in the first place. But you find the boat that you used before. You do a quick run around it. You have to bail out some of the water, but that's easy enough to do. And while you're doing so, you notice that whoever was on the boat before is not there now.
Okay. Oh well. And
Right.
how do we have to row it up the river? Is that what we're doing?
Unless they roll an 8. No, yeah. Sails. It's a sailboat, but
Okay.
the wind's going the wrong way. So hard rowing up against the tide because you're going
Okay.
upstream at the moment as it flows out to the ocean.
All right. Well, I jump on there.
Okay.
You think it worth me obscuring us with some darkness?
We get to the gate, I think, when we notice some guards or something like that. You know.
Look lively, you scum. Thief.
What time of day is it? It's nighttime, eh?
Let's see. Did you last time you went to the Monster Menagerie and you did a short rest there? Yeah, early evening.
I thought, didn't we wait till nighttime to visit the Emporium? I don't know. Anyway, can't remember. Sweet, this evening anyway.
Sure. Okay.
I think it's always like kind of twilight-ish.
Well, that's
Oh,
that's
because
true.
of the weather. Yeah.
But by the,
Well,
the clock, it's early evening.
All right. So, do I? Who's the most perceptive amongst us to keep lookout for the attention of the guards?
Well, not I, but we should
I
have
can
our.
keep a lookout.
Yeah, we
Okay.
need to keep our guard out on the front. Our he should be up the top.
Yep.
Pastor
Sure.
Timothy.
Mm.
But I'll jump and grab an oar. Hector, will you join me? Talk. How about you?
Torque and Balson rowing. Wiz on lookout. So Wiz, make me a perception check. And we'll say Balson and Torque both make me athletics checks.
Athletics checks. Sorry. Yay.
So we've pulled to one side, do you reckon?
Bounce off the gate. Yes, unless you're not going round in circles.
Yeah.
You don't notice it with Wiz's perception. But a couple of Rare Knights happen to be patrolling in the Royal District. You would notice that the High District is, I'll say, being targeted last. Maybe the bribes are flowing, maybe, but compared to the rest of the city, the disarray it is. I mean, there's a Lucky Leap still smoulders. The High District is the least effective. But as you bump up against this shoreline, as Torque slips off the oars at the last second, these knights who are within striking distance. Oi, what's going on here? You listen to the orders of the Queen, or fishing is suspended until further notice. And yet you seem to be in possession of a sailboat.
We ain't fishing, brother. Unless we're fishing for this. And I'll show them the body of Simonda and say, we're delivering it to the Queen. The traitor. The traitor's been found and killed.
Up top, there's Torque, Bileson, and Timothy. I'm going to say...
We've got our hoods pulled up, though, and everything like that, because it's raining so much.
Yeah, but everybody's got their hoods pulled up. Just make me a straight deception check. Too many things against you, but your disguise self is helping, so straight deception check, please. Past it.
Here you go. Oh, man. That B for the natural 20 just floats around and then...
You don't recognize you, friend. And the Queen has taught us lots of things. One is to trust nobody. We appreciate you finding the body of Simonda. We're happy to personally deliver the corpse ourselves.
Mm.
Come on, hand it over.
I'm going to have to... Subtle spell cast suggestion on the one that's talking and suggest to him that the best course of action would be for it. These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yeah.
Their wisdom saving throw is +4. So you want to roll between a 1 and a 10. 11 is a failure, 10 is success. Past Timothy, roll me a d20.
Oh.
That would be 7 + 4, 11. Okay.
Yay.
That was a clutch roll. Let's just get clear on the rules of suggestion. Display. Ah, that's just only to me. That's unfortunate.
I got it here. Display in BT.
Okay. The concentration, so your, I think any concentration spells have gone. Limit to a sentence or two. Creatures that can be, and then uncharmable. Describe. So, okay. So what did you say exactly, Pastor Timothy?
I said exactly that. That it'd be best for everyone here if they just walked on and forgot what they saw here. Now I can only cast it on one of them, so I'm hoping to cast it on the one that's seems to be in charge.
Well, there's only one of them talking, so it's obviously that one. All right, we understand. We understand you want to bring this kill to the Queen yourself. You don't want any glory stealers, and I can respect that. People say we don't have honor because we took the knee, but we have honor enough to respect. You deserve the death. Come on, let's move along. The guy who wasn't charmed, roll a 16 or higher, says, no, you go on ahead. I need to keep an eye on something. Something's not right here.
Is that an ability check or a saving throw that he rolled?
It's Malcolm rolling a luck roll.
Oh. So can I cutting words that?
Sure. The 17? Yeah.
Nah, dude, you go with him. You go with him.
Well, don't roll a 1 on your cutting words.
All right.
Said it was 16 or higher.
Oh my gosh.
This guy.
Tragic.
Oh, you do you, friend. And he wanders off. Alright, I don't know what was up with him, but once again, I think it's best if I take the body of Lord Simonda. Something's not quite right there. Come on, hand him over.
Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to command him to flee, fool. I'll cast it, Why did I cast it at level 2? No, I can cast it at level 1. Same diff. Keep that level 2 spell slot.
Do that, of course. That is going to make him flee for 1 round. That's it. You still want to command him? If it goes poorly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So once again, his wisdom is +4. So you want a 1 to a 9. Torque.
That's
Roll
my
a D2
spell. Yep.
and roll a 1 to a 9.
Ow! It was sitting on 3 and it just flicked straight over to 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's too smart for us. We gotta get rid of him.
Oops. All right.
Just let him on the boat and
Yeah, let him on the boat,
him.
and then
Let him on the boat and let's sink him and get him in the middle of the river.
yeah, throw him in the sea. Oh, cool.
This is old school D&D right here.
Old school. Yeah, this is your old white erase board.
Yep. There's the boat. All right, so let me throw all you guys on. Allison, Hector, Master Timothy, Torque, Wiz, so feel free to place yourself where you like.
I'd be near the oars on one side, so we'd be sort of split apart.
Yeah, but wouldn't I be in on the side? If that's
Um,
if this is the shore we hit.
Okay, yeah, it's because you're the one who's doing stuff with it. Yeah, so
So
some of you guys are hidden below deck, right?
there is no below deck, wasn't it? Just we're on the oars.
No,
We're
there's a
all up
below
on top.
deck. It's a sail ship with sails. There is a place you can see which is not visible, which is this area here. You're inside there, you're not immediately visible.
Yeah, so the oar. In order to use the oars, we had to be on top.
It's a Torque and Bowson, yep. Wiz, I think it makes more sense for you to be on here since you're lookout. Is that cool?
Sure.
Hector would be on the far side of the boat.
He's probably got his arm out the back, like spinning it to make us go like a propeller.
Roll for initiative.
I just got away with it.
I'm a bitch.
Ooh, the Warehound Knight rolls reasonably with a 14.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Our rolls were awesome, Talk.
Now, I suppose we have to ship oars first before we do anything.
Missing.
Yeah.
Timothy, just vortex warp this guy to the ocean.
We don't have Torque. Torque, what did you roll?
3.
He rolled 3.
Oh, did I not click on myself?
I gotcha.
That plate, he'll just sink.
And Hector, you're 22. Well, you're on there twice, but we'll keep you on there once. All right. Coming on board. You guys are in for a world of trouble. To back. Hector, from the back of the boats. A lot of you are still severely injured. What do you do?
I'm not in initiative order, but I should be. I rolled a 19.
19. Okay.
And I definitely moved. I moved myself, so I don't know why I didn't send it.
Okay, Hector. You're up.
I'm going to move over to the edge of this boat, and I say, why don't I lend you a hand, friend, with getting across? Gonna spend my final key point and activate my tentacle and try and grapple him again.
Tell you what he rolls. In fact, I'll roll a d20 and add 7 to it. He rolls a 16.
Huh?
It's a 16.
Oh.
Do you get advantage for that?
Hey.
Yep. Tentacle arm.
Tentacle arm goes and grabs him.
Question is, do I pull or do I pin? I think
He's in
this
full plate, he'll
requires...
sink.
He's got a lot of armor on.
Yoink.
I've got... I was here, so I've got 10 more feet of water. I'm going to pull us both into the water.
Ooh.
Boosh. Okay.
Then I will try and grapple him again. A grappling pin.
Alright, d20 plus what I said before. Oh dear.
You don't have to grapple him again, don't you? You just got to grapple.
Yeah, why do you have to grapple him twice?
To restrain him.
Oh, to restrain him. To make him restrained. So he's grappled, then he's restrained. Is that what you're doing?
Yep. So he's mechanically restrained. So any attacks he does.
I'm also... I can't do anything else, though.
That was a bad start.
Are they steep steep waterways? Like, is he going to go down quite deep quite quickly? If I was like, is it like the River Seine? Have you been to Paris, where it just sort of just
nope.
drops down?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Have you been to,
Uh,
just casually dropping, have you been to Paris in the middle of a D&D game?
No. Well, like Malcolm's been to a lot more countries than I've been to. I'm pretty sure. I was just like, but I'm just trying to think of like urban rivers, and a lot of them in like London as well. Like it just goes straight down, then across them more U-shaped rather than V-shaped. Is he sinking?
I'll say it's quite deep. He's not sinking though. He's doggy paddling. Mechanically, heavy armor does nothing in D&D, so he's not going to automatically sink. But regardless, he is struggling in the water, unable to really do anything. Even looking at his... Okay, so Hector grabs him and throws him in the water. Pastor Timothy, what do you do?
I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to... Distance spell cast Shocking Grasp. Which is an attack roll. Did it come up? No.
It'll be at advantage because he's restrained.
That would be.
That's on BTT.
19 misses, but you have advantage.
19 misses. But I can roll another one. I'll just roll a d20 and add
7.
Come on. I won't open the dice up for me. Okay. Actions.
Oh, just.
Wow.
Shocking grasp. Yeah.
9 points of lightning damage and loses his reactions, or he can't make opportunity attacks.
Okay. All right. So light him up. Doesn't get reactions. He has no choice but to try and break the grapple. I was looking. He does have some spells, but nothing very useful. Another d20 and add 7. 13. Beat a 13 with your acrobatics, Hector. He has multi-attack, so he's going to try again. This time
Again.
rolling a 15.
Yay.
For his third and final attempt to break. Oh, man, 6, 5, 8. Hoot. That's a 12. Still possible, but not likely. Some terrible rolls.
I'm
by
very
Hector.
good against one guy. Group of enemies,
That's-
not so much.
Yeah, that's monks for you. One-on-one monks dominate. Wiz, in your cozy little cabin on the ship. What do you do?
Looks like these guys have it handled. I'm gonna Bardic Inspiration Hector.
All right. Well, that's
I
a good
can't.
idea.
I literally can't do anything while I'm restraining him.
Yeah, well, you can keep him restrained better if you roll low.
That's true. That's true. All right. So, bardically inspiring. Anything for your action, Wiz?
That's it.
Okay, Torque. What do you do?
All right. Well, I'm going to move forward onto the there. Does that still have me on the boat? Yeah. I must be standing 1 foot on the gunwale.
Sure. Sure.
All right. Well, I believe there is a nice maul with Simonder's name on it, and I think I'm going to slash out with it. First one
ball
is
of
a miss.
wonder, but it's at advantage.
Yep. Oh, okay. Good point. Sorry, should have thought about that. So I just roll another one.
Sure.
That's not much better.
No.
All right. This time I'll take my second attack, and this time I will roll it on the advantage thing.
Sure.
See what that has to say.
So the more
Oh,
you're just getting used to the weapon, obviously.
yeah, splashing in the water, splish, splash, splosh.
I know the feeling as my knight struggles to get out because he could have done something wrong. He's still going to do some damage. I'm going to be positive about this. All right, if you stay there, don't forget he doesn't have his reaction, so you want to back up, you can.
I suppose so. All right, we'll at least leave some space.
Oh, Bailson.
Baleson's going to come to here and shoot a short bow at him.
Sure. At advantage.
Yeah, at advantage. There we go, short bow. No. And that is my turn.
What is missing?
I'm going to go back and
Sure.
hide. But, whatever.
Sure. Okay, Hector, you got a firm grasp on this guy. What do you do?
Nothing.
Just hold him there.
The way that.
Yep.
Yeah, the way that my grappling pin works is, I restrain him, but I can't do anything while I'm restraining him. If I do anything, I'm no longer restraining him.
Sure, got him. So you're just keeping.
So are you're not restraining him under the water?
Well, I mean, we're both in the water, and he's restrained. So.
Can you hold him below you though?
Or maybe one of us.
I'll try and drag us both down.
Or maybe
No,
one of us could try and
hold
knock him
him down.
over. We could try and shove him over, maybe.
I guess I'll try and be more on top of him and push him down into the water.
Let's do an opposed check then. He's going to roll a 11.
What do I roll?
Athletics or acrobatics, depending on whether you try and twist him or just force his head under the water. 11's the roll to beat.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right, so
Oh.
I'm going to say he takes no damage because he's not drowning at the moment.
No fire for him.
He can hold his breath for 2 minutes. I think that's right. 2 minutes.
Yeah, so we need to just 20.
But if you knock the air out of him, well, we'll get there.
I can't wait to get all the terrible rolls from all the good rolls I'm getting.
Okay, Pastor Timothy. See Hector holding this guy underwater. What do you do?
I'm going to cast a second level healing word on Baleson.
Oh.
There you go. And you look like you want to shoot that guy.
Oh, can I shoot him again? Can I?
Oh,
Yeah, you
take
can.
another shot.
Cool. Okay, at advantage still.
Yep. Yep.
That's not going to do it.
Not really can hit. Pastor Timothy, that was your action?
That was my bonus action.
Bonus action. You're right, bonus action. Yep.
Yeah. And so for my action, I will cast.
Be a cantrip.
Yeah. I'll cast. Not that. Not that. I'm gonna move over. Oh, sorry. Move over to that spot that thing was on and cast Word of Radiance.
Oh.
Did that display? No. Yeah, so it's a DC 13 con save. I don't know if it saves or.
They're always a 6, so regardless. Worry about mechanics later, but he takes 9 points of radiant damage. Radiant,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yep. Okay, so lighting him up. Yep. Still doesn't have his reaction, does he? But he gets his reaction back now.
Yeah.
All he can do is try and break this grip. Okay, first roll. Oh, 23. That's a lot better. Athletics or acrobatics, Hector. Now, in the event where they're tied, I always roll nothing changes, so he is still grappled. Right? Let's roll it again for a second one. +7 on this. Ooh, 24.
Come on. No.
You do. You could roll an 8 on a bardic inspiration die.
Or a
Yeah,
7.
yeah, you've got that.
Or a 7 would
7.
do it. Let's roll a d8.
25% chance.
No.
7 or an 8. Alright.
All right.
He breaks the grapple.
So he doesn't go from restrained to grapple, like he's wriggled out of one hand. So how does that work? Because it's like a double level. It's like because Riley had to roll 2 things to get him to the fully restrained. Does that just take him from restrained to grapple, and then he has to break the grapple to get free? Or can he just do the attacks as he's grappled, but at disadvantage now?
Thematically, how got it? He's got a tentacle wrapped around him. I'm going to say he takes the tentacle off him, and he loses both conditions. I think that makes intuitive sense to me.
Okay, that's one.
All right. He says, "Big mistake putting your hands on me." And because he's in the water, and because he's using a sword, these rolls are at disadvantage. Now he's used 2 attacks to try and break it. So he's got 1 attack against you, but at disadvantage because it's hard to swing a sword when you're in the water. So, bottom line, disadvantage roll, and at disadvantage he rolls a 9. A natural 20 turns into a 9. So frantically goes, "Rah!" and misses.
The mutt not like getting wet.
Yeah, Matt doesn't like the water. And then he's going to invoke an attack of opportunity by Hector as he climbs up onto the boat. It's a Hector attack of opportunity, if you like.
I want to play fetch with this stick and hit him with the metal pole.
Very cool.
I mean, but
now also,
what did he...
a pole is difficult to swing in the water as well, so this is also at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Oh, there we go. 3 and a 2.
Like tridents, spears, daggers don't have disadvantage, but most things do. Okay, so he struggles up onto the thing, and he's going to swing with the opposite side of Torque, and that's going to be his turn. Wiz.
How far is he onto the boat?
15 feet, I guess. 10, 15.
Oh. Okay.
Wiz.
I guess I'll use another Witch's Bolt.
Sure.
That's going to be a second nat 1 in a row.
Oh dear. Misses, just flies wide.
Doesn't get advantage because he's soaking wet and it's electricity.
Unfortunately not.
Okay, all right. All good. That's right.
Is that your turn, Wiz?
That's it. That's my turn.
You have had better turns, my friend. Okay, Torque, the Warehound Knight, is on the boat.
Well, hopefully not for long. He can take a backhand from the maul. Not that one, though. And launch the second attack. And I don't think that one either.
No.
Nope.
DC 20.
Right, so I should really try and attune to this one. That's, the heft's all off. I will... I think I'll stay where I am in terms of shielding the young Master Hector.
All right.
Awesome.
I'm going to rage. I'm going to rage.
Yes.
Step in there. I'm going to attack at advantage. Here we go.
All right.
Reckless
a lot
attack.
of stuff. All right.
20
hits. Yay.
Yay! And so I do this much. That is 13 damage because it is at advantage. Then I'm going to use my cunning action and take the disengage. And I'm going to go. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go there.
Behind the cavern. Nice.
Oh, just to sort of go there. That's my turn.
Hector, you notice he's looking a little panicked, and he's about to call for help, which he'll do on his turn. So in other words, unless you manage to take him out, help could possibly come. But Hector, what do you do?
I'm gonna reach up over the boat like a kraken emerging from the sea and latch onto him. I'm gonna try and grapple him.
He rolls a this plus 7, 18.
Oh,
Oh, so his movement
Yay.
is 0. You're going to try and restrain him?
can you restrain his mouth?
I'll
Mechanically?
use the rest of my movement and drag him back into the water. Come in. It's a lovely temperature. Time to restrain him. Well, time to try.
18.
Yeah.
It's restrained. Put a 2 on that. There we go. Restrained.
Push him under the water. It will muffle his cries for help.
Sure. You can push him under the water. All right. Yeah, cool. Pastor Timothy.
Well, Baleson,
Yeah.
looking not great, so here you go.
I don't have my arrow. I don't have my arrow out though. I've got my sword out. Is that fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't mind. Does the DM mind?
Am I able to switch to an arrow to shoot at him?
Take a shot with your longbow. That's fine. Or short bow, whatever it is. Go for it.
Okay, and he's grappled, so that's advantage, right?
Restrained. But
I'm
yes.
still attacking. I'm taking. I'm still attacking recklessly anyway. What is that? To 13.
I
Doesn't
totally
matter.
recklessly with a bow and arrow, but it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, that's alright. It doesn't matter. Yeah, all good.
You're holding the arrow backwards.
I know, recklessly trick shot. Try and bounce it off the top of the sail.
Right. Well then,
Oh, sorry. Pastor Timothy. Yeah.
I'll have to come in and do my shocking grasp again.
All right.
Oh,
Might be a natural 20. Because you have advantage.
Oh, I was
5%
so
of the
close.
time. But not this time. But 26 definitely hits as you light him up with a shocking grasp.
There you go.
7 light damage. As he... Yep, and no reaction, so he won't get an attack. But he is right next to Hector. And he thinks, I've actually got a shot at him here. I don't need to void the grapple. I don't need to break the grapple. I just need to break you. And he's going to swing
Is he not
his...
restrained?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
gonna be
he's restrained.
disadvantage. Yeah, disadvantage.
Yep.
An 18, I think that hits.
Yep.
Rats.
Does 12 points of slashing take you out?
It does in fact take me out.
So the breaks the grapple. Hector is lying motionless, face down in the water.
Blub, blub, blub.
Now that was just his first attack. It's out of the water, up on the bank, and is gonna yell, "Right! I found the traitors! Anybody that can hear me, over here! Quick as you can!" And what that's going to mean mechanically is we're going to add another turn order to the thing. I'm going to set it to 20. So an initiative count 20. More guards may or may not come, but he's called for them.
Okay.
And he's going to take a few steps back.
Does he get all that movement if he's been in the water?
He has a base movement. We'll put him back there. There we go. I think that's fair.
Thank
But
you.
he's still yelling out. Torque. Sorry, Wiz. Wiz, what you got?
We do it again.
Sure. Good rolls this time. There we go.
Yay!
Buzz.
19 damage.
Oh!
As he yells for help, he gets light up and falls down to the ground dead. But he did get his yelp for help, as it were.
That's all I can do. I can't really help Hector. Gotta go back inside.
All right,
My work here is done.
Torque.
Right, well, I'm into the water, and I'm going to lay hands upon Hector. I think we'll spend 10 hit points worth of healing upon him.
Comes back to
This
life.
water tastes nasty.
It is. It's true. It does taste nasty. That's your turn, Torque?
So I've done that, and I will drag him, because assuming he's floating, back to the side of the boat, I suppose.
Sure.
Really, so we can make our escape to the southern shore.
Yeah, athletics check. Torque, we'll say DC 15. Athletics check.
What sort of a check?
Athletics.
Oh, well, that's easy.
With a mighty heft throwing your hips in it, you throw Hector back on board.
Oh.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, Baleson.
Well, because I'm on this side, Baleson just jumps onto this oar to try and move us to the southern shore to get us away from the northern shore.
Sure.
And he just tries to put all of his rage strength into it.
The shoreline
Right.
moves away.
Baleson, how's you doing that, man?
Pardon?
How well, them on the southern side didn't hear this call as well?
We need to get into the middle of the river at the very least. I just want to get us away from prying eyes. We need to get moving straight away.
Aye, we're on the getaway vehicle.
Yeah.
All right. Hector, what do you do?
I'm gonna try and cough up as much water as I physically can. I drank a little too much.
Rich.
It's nasty.
Can you do that thing where you spin your tentacle like a rudder?
Yeah, exactly. Or like how a squid swims, it floats it down like a wave.
No.
Hector riches from the disgusting water in his mouth. I'm going to have, who's first on my list? Baleson. Roll me a d20 and roll a 15 or below. 16's no good. 15 is good.
Yeah. Yay!
I'm going to drop out of initiative order. Put you back to a professionally drawn map.
That I imagine that boat though. I could see it so much.
Yeah.
There we
It's
go.
awesome.
And that
The splashing
guy's-
of the water and it.
All right, so the boat plan eventually works, and I assume you pull up You can go under the bridge, so you can go there, okay. Get the
Yep,
boat,
yep.
get up, and you can dash through to the entrance to the crypts of the House Monder. Now, once again, you guys jigged when I thought you were going to jag, but I like jagging, so that is a good thing. So what you see, just get you set up on this map.
Oh, it's very dark. Featureless expanse.
Oh, yep, because you're not on the map yet. There's Belson, there's Hector, there's Pastor Timothy, there's Torque, there's that, and I'll put Sign Mondo on there near Torque. Sign Mondo. Oh, there he is. We have 2 line Sign Monders. So move you guys all the way back to here. Actually, boop, boop. Tell a lie. You're all down here. This is what you see at the entrance to Simonder's crypt. You see great dwarven warriors depicted on the house cemetery, and there are 2 people there guarding the entrance. That's the sight you see before you. So what do you do?
Talk. This was your plan.
Right, so do you guys want to Paul Bear Sign Monder?
I'll absolutely do that.
So link shoulders. And I suggest we be respectful, not like those Nigerian pallbearers.
No coffin dance?
No coffin dance. So I'd like to make our way forward, and perhaps Pastor Timothy, if perhaps you are chanting a few respectful words, perhaps you have some prayer that might be going, and we'll see how these people react to our approach.
Let me get this straight, Torque. Are you asking us all to pretend to be respectful, or actually we're just being
we are being respectful, and we'll see how they respond.
Oi, you lot, I don't care who you are, who you think you are. I see you have the body of Lord Simonda. Can't say we're displeased to hear of his demise, but by strict orders of Queen Athena, these tombs are closed. So unless you want to be accused of treason, you need to piss right off.
Fucking hell. This day keeps on getting better.
So they look like mercenaries, not retainers of the House Monder?
They look like a crown guard.
Ah.
Yeah, and they're bearing. One's got a plate mail armor, scale mail armor with a crest on it. One's dressed more in robes, but with the embroidery and stuff on his robes. He's obviously loyal to Queen Athena. Yeah, so piss right off.
I'm afraid that I can't do that. I have given my word. So you will stand aside, or you will occupy those crypts forever. There we go. That was quite intimidating.
Please. Doesn't need to come to blows about this. Or you can see that we need to bring his body to rest.
Firstly, since Torque got on the first word, Torque, can you make me an intimidation check?
13.
Sorry, just a sec. Said, you should listen to your holy man over there. Doesn't need to come to blows. We're guards. There's 2 of us. There's 5 of you. Alright, I think you can pay a little bit of taxes to the Queen and in you can go.
I believe I have pearls that I can pull out of my backpack that I would like to gently toss from one hand to another. I believe that the pearls are of significant value. Can I find them? Where are we? Investments, bedroll. Yep, we have pearls, which probably have a street value of around 500 gold pieces. Is that enough respectful tax to lay Monda in the crypt so he can trouble no one any longer?
Of course. Come right in. And they step aside.
So we're in the door now?
Oh, you're right here. So there's that the actual map as opposed to just the artwork.
Right.
So
So I'm going to whisper to Pastor Timothy, watch our backs.
sorry, just a sec.
Right.
You can have the rapier.
Alright, sweet. Just doing some housekeeping in the background, because when I run out of rages, the +1 rapier will give me, decent sneak attack damage and that sort of thing.
I'm glad you said. I was literally about to offer them the rapier instead of the pearls.
Oh yeah. I was just ready to fight. So yeah, if I've got the +1 rapier as a second weapon, that'd be awesome. Just for when. Yeah.
We are looking pretty worse for wear.
Oh yeah.
We're about to enter a whole other thing.
Oh.
Okay, yep. So the 2 people they step aside and allow you to enter the tomb. There's the main entrance to the tomb here.
I think it might be best if 2 of us were to stay behind and make sure that they didn't alert anybody.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to do as well. I want to stay close by whilst letting you guys in.
Yeah. Well, Turk, it looks like they've got our back.
Okay.
So I follow you in.
Right, Wiz, you open the crypt of the tomb of House Mondar, and you see immediately 4 dwarven warriors, presumably ancestors of Lord Sign Mondar, as like the hall. It's called the Halls of Glory. Do you read Dwarvish, Wiz?
I do not.
There's something written in the relief on the wall here, but it's in Dwarvish. You can't make heads nor tails of it. But the relief shows armies of dwarves engaging in mining, trading of stone, building walls, towers, and hoarding vast resources, alluding to the immense wealth of the Mondar family. There's something written in Dwarvish there, but as I said, you can't read it. And there's stairs descending down, presumably deeper into the crypt.
Let me just quickly think.
Doesn't look like there's like a an unoccupied kind of like burial statue similar to the king's
Oh.
burial.
These are just statues. Mhm.
If I follow him, if we go in, I will cast Comprehend Language.
Oh,
So I obviously have to touch the relief to get the idea.
I don't think you need to touch it to read.
It says written language you can see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
There you go, I've learned something.
So it does take a minute or so for me to complete a page, but I'm assuming this is not quite a page worth of content.
As you pass comprehend languages, you question whether the spell slot is worth it. This is the greatness of the
Surely there will be more text down below.
yeah.
How long's the last? An
Terms
hour.
and conditions.
Did you get my whisper there, Torque?
Yep.
Okay, go. Okay, and steer is descending down.
Does it say safe long rest ahead?
Nope. It's a crypt. Nothing ever goes wrong in crypts. You should know that.
You're right. Let's
D&D.
rest, guys.
Yeah, nothing ever went wrong in that last place where we were just laying that the king to rest. That went totally fine.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go is on fire.
Just to be clear,
Sounds like the
Balson
guy
and
with
Hector,
fire resistance. You go
You're
first.
keeping
Yep.
keeping an eye on these guys.
Sure am.
Okay, so we'll just have you up here keeping an eye on them. I'll let you know if they do anything. As Torque,
Yep.
Pastor Timothy, and Wiz descend into.
Are we bringing Simonder's body with us? I would thought that was the point.
I think so.
Yeah.
Just
Between us,
this
we
one-
can carry it. In the event that something untoward
Yeah.
happens, I don't think he's going to mind if we gently dump him on the floor for the whatever we need to do. So yes. So since I'm comprehending languages, none of the statues themselves have got any specific names or anything on them.
Nope.
All right. Well, I'll make my way down the stairwell then.
Okay, just drag you to a different part of the map. So just hold still, you three at the front, for a second. Descend. House Mondo. There we go. Put Mondo here. Just because.
I have to click on myself again. Sorry.
Well, looks like somebody's been going through these crypts.
Oh no.
So what you see, yep, there is indeed two sarcophaguses here. One of them with the lid open with something inside of it. The dynamic lighting is weird on this map, but over here is a crematorium.
Yeah, it is weird. There's like a wall there you can't pass.
I could fix it quickly.
Right, well, just because we're here at the moment and crypts are kind of creepy, I think I might just use one of my divine senses to get a impression if there's any undead or otherwise supernatural forces at work within 60 feet of where I am now.
It's an undead presence just below you. And a ghostly figure appears.
Ooh.
It says, "How dare you disturb my eternal rest? What has been defiled must be righted and honor offered by bowed plate, prayer, and tribute, or be consumed eternally in flames like those of the Mondo line. Who are you?
I am Torque, loyal servant of Lord Monda, who has sadly fallen, come to inter his body with his ancestors, as per his wishes.
A persuasion check with advantage, because you do literally have a body of this guy's grandson or great-grandson.
$20.
Lay him with respect. Lay him to his eternal rest. Whoop, and the ghost vanishes.
Yeah, okay, cool. Excellent. Right, be careful not to disturb anything. I should hope that we don't anger any of his ancestors.
They seem a little bit irritable.
Yeah. So do you think we make our way to the upper side of this? Carefully make our way down.
Right.
Glance
So
down
follow in my...
to the sarcophagus that is open. There is obviously a rotted body, but it's dressed in the most beautiful set of ceremonial plate armor. It is bedecked with precious jewels and things. It is, Wiz, as you take a close look at it, it is a magnificent set of plate mail armor. Easily worth multiple
It doesn't look like it's
thousands of
been.
copies.
It doesn't look like anything's been like looted from it. It's just open.
It's just open. If they did loot it, they didn't take the plate. That's all you know.
Does it look like
I have no use for plate mail.
Do you think we could put that cover back on? That would be the respectful thing to do, wouldn't it?
Says Pastor Timothy, unaware of what's happening down below.
No, he's with us.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, I mean, it's
No,
a stone sarcophagus, Pastor Timothy.
do that.
You put the lid back on?
Well,
I think we
between the
should
three
do
of
that.
us, be able to.
Yep.
Yeah.
And in fact, I will also make sure add a bit of guidance to us. I'll concentrate on that while we're doing that.
Yeah.
Just in case it's turned out to be tricky.
Takes a bit
Me
of
too.
huffing and puffing, but it gets on. And you cover up the remains of whatever this Mondo person is. Okay.
Right. Okay. So let's make our way carefully with the body down here. Now, these statues
Urns.
to our north and south, little bays.
Urns.
Are they carrying candles? Sorry,
No? Urns. Like you should
urns.
put ashes in.
Ah, so do you think, by the looks of this, that we should put his body into the crematorium to the north and respectfully then take the ashes and look for I should look for an appropriate urn, since I can read. Do I see any names underneath each of the urns? These first
yeah.
two?
Yeah, they're Mondos. Everything's with a some Mondo ancestor.
And looking down this corridor further, does it look like all of the plinths occupied?
No, this
This
one
where we're
is
standing?
not. This one is not. It's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places, but you are urnless.
So, from a religious point of view, since I'm, although this is a religion that I know, I'm assuming that would be his wishes. I will just check in terms of my religious knowledge.
Sure.
Yep, that seems like a absolutely plausible thing for us to be doing, is that we should use the crematorium to the north and
I'll
gather
help
the ashes.
you with your religious check. because I'm proficient, so you can roll with advantage.
Oh, good. Right. Let's check that again then. Well, that was a bit better. My second religious opinion was 23.
Yeah, absolutely. Lord Signmonder should be cremated. He should be placed in an urn respectfully. And you go back and remember when Malcolm asked you to make a history check and you only rolled a 6, I think it was.
Yeah.
Because you determined maybe we should take Lord Signmonder and put him in his crypt. But now you remember, maybe we could have just burnt him and brought his ashes here and made things a whole lot simpler.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, anyway, let's get this body up to this crematoria. I wonder how long that's going to take to do that. I wonder if it's magical or not.
Would be a long night.
The ghost reappears. Perform your ritual. And the crematorium roars to life.
All right. Well, we'll place Lord Simonder's body in there, and
Let's take his armor off first to put back on the body like the one that was in the crypt.
well, we won't have a body to
Okay,
put it
never mind.
on, and it won't fit
Sure,
any
you're
of
right.
us, given his
You're right,
dwarvish
you're right.
nature. I mean, satyrs are quite slight, and it won't fit me. So anyway, I'm assuming that we'll put it in with the crematorium with that, but we'll just respectfully check to see if he has anything else.
As I said, his maul and his shield were his valuable weapons, I'll say.
Okay.
And just so you know what the sword
yep.
looks like. It looks like this.
The shield.
Mm-hmm. That's what Monda's shield looked like. Might need to scroll down and roll 20.
Yep.
That's what the shield looks like.
Right, so just a perfectly ordinary shield there, nothing to be concerned about. I might, when we get...
No ghostly hands, nothing.
Yeah, so we might attempt to identify that later. So at the moment, I will put that on my backpack for that. And how is the crematorium working? Does it seem to be going quickly or quite slowly in terms of the remains?
It is a magically activated crematorium, so it does its job pretty quickly.
Yep.
And the ghost says,
So,
it is
Mr.
traditional.
Ghost, you like not living here?
It is traditional to say a few words as a Monder is cremated.
Aye. Well,
Since he is a follower of the efficient master, perhaps a prayer that I would know would be suitable. So long may we be guided by lords who are wise in the ways of the world and caring for those that they rule. There we go. That sounds suitably efficient.
and rather ironic, it's considering the situation.
And Lord Signmonder, his armor, and any other personal effects get cremated, turned to ashes. And just for argument's sake, we'll say there's some spare urns around the crematorium.
All right, so I will respectfully take the dust and ashes and put that into the urn, and I'll carry that. Right. Okay, so now we've got to, I think, search for a suitable suitable place. All right. Good. Oh, stuck around that corner. Oh, excuse me, Ghost. I didn't walk through him.
Take necrotic damage.
Is he still there?
No.
No. Okay. No. Okay. Good. Thanks. Because that would have scared the hell out of me in another 20 years. All right. So I'm going to make my way down the plinth here. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I see here? These ones are both occupied.
Yep, this one is not.
That one is not. Okay. Well, I'm just going to do the name readings. Is there anything about either of these plinths?
Once again, some Monda ancestor. But you could place Monda there, or there, or
Well,
there.
I'm going to have a quick look. So we've gone there. I'm going to go 1, 2, there. How much further have we got? Oops. Scroll down here. So there. Pastor Timothy, you went down the other way. Did you see anything of interest?
Much the same as up here. You know, I kind of fancy these end spots for Lord Simonmonder. He was a bit grumpy. I think he'd prefer me to have one neighbour on one side.
So, click on myself so I can actually see. Oh. So I could go to the south of me. There's one on the end here.
Right.
And on this side, there are some others as well.
Oh, they're much of a muchness.
They do seem to be much of a muchness. I'm going to choose this one here to the south of me at the moment and place the urn on that one. Right, well, perhaps it's beyond my ken here as to whether this is the most appropriate place in the... Dictionary's not coming up. Most appropriate place for him.
Up top, Balson and Hector.
Yep.
The guy says, look, yeah. We're gonna go down. Just keep an eye on things. Make sure nobody's up to any no good. So we're gonna come down here and keep an eye on you guys down south. And they enter the tomb and descend. Do you follow them, Balson and Hector?
100% follow. Yes.
I'm gonna signal to Balson, just a hand across the throat.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yep. So have they already taken off down there? Sorry, I can't quite see them.
They're down here now.
Oh, okay, sweet. Sorry, I don't. Yeah. And so is this the entrance? Is it there?
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. All of a sudden, I pressed Control P to print this page, which wouldn't be very useful. Yeah, so the stairs from up the crypt comes down here, so you would have descended down these stairs. And you see these people having now buried Simonda.
Okay, and so Simonda has been cremated,
Yep.
And
Yep.
I just, as I'm coming down the stairs, I'll say, our friends got a little curious.
Yeah, just keeping an eye on things, you know. You've done your burial, I see. Lord Simonda, I can smell the crematorium. Best be on your way now.
Next to us, on the illustrations here, there seems to be offerings sprinkled across these little
Yep.
daises.
Precious gems.
Is that the case?
Yep, just scattered.
Right.
Amethyst,
So-
things like that. Yep.
Okay, well, I'm certainly not touching any of that stuff. Was looking. And these two guards there. And I would say, be wary, spirits still guard this crypt.
Right, we won't be touching anything. As I said, perhaps it's time for you to go.
Leaving valuables doesn't seem like something the Queen would have people do. I don't think these guys are with the Queen.
What are you trying to say, Wiz?
Why would they be guarding a crypt full of valuables on orders of the Queen?
Not to question the Queen's orders, we
Queen's
follow her
mental.
loyally and blindly.
Insight. Do we all do an insight? Because it was pretty obvious what.
Well, I'm the one that's guessing it, so I guess I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll jump in.
They don't work for the Queen.
They don't work with
work
Queen.
for the Queen.
And it's Wiz who finds that out. Hey, there you go.
What's-
With the 20 insight.
Yeah, we just follow the Queen orders.
Oh,
Ours
okay.
is not to question the orders, we guard the gate. And just count yourself lucky that you managed to talk your way in. But you've done your thing now. You've buried the Lord Simonder. May the efficient master give him a peaceful death, a peaceful next life. But as I said, nothing more to see here, chums. Move along.
I'm gonna
I just step
whisper
up
to
here.
Torque that they're not with the Queen.
Ailson, should we do it?
I'm gonna kind of go out of sight, and then I'm gonna message Cantrip, both Baleson and Hector, to let them know that they're not with the Queen.
Okay. Well, in which case, as soon as I receive that message, I'm just going to attack the one to the north.
I'm gonna grapple the guy next to me as well.
Move along. Belson, make an attack roll. At advantage.
At advantage. Cool. Sweet. Oh, that'll hit.
Hey, roll damage. With the rapier of Ricio Tane. He says,
Yeah.
look, just move along, alright? And
Ugh.
down he goes. Look. Hector? Grapple?
Yep.
Oh, he needs to roll. He
Has enough time passed, or do I need to activate my tentacle again?
we'll say heavy tentacle, that's fine. And he's got a +2 to this roll. 19.
Ooh.
Oh.
Aha!
And for his next one, oh, natural one. Yeah, you got him restrained. We'll just skip straight to the chase. Hey, get your... What the hell is that? Get that sticky thing off me. Ew, yuck.
Baleson's going to come straight over and just get into his face if he can, unless there's order. It's like, you've seen what I've done to your pal. What are you really doing? You don't work for the Queen. Why are you here?
What is worth guarding in this tomb?
He says, so I'm just gonna do this.
Trying to do one of these. That didn't work.
Did we just
Oh,
make
you intimidated him into oblivion.
Did I intimidate him to ash?
No, you didn't. You intimidated him, and he drops his disguise and says, "Look,
Oh.
look, little misunderstanding here. I work for an organization called the Golden Masks. And let's just say we're taking care of opportunities here. There is... lore is fuzzy at the moment. And look, there's no polite way to put this. We're here to rob the tomb of Lord Simonda. Now I know you buried him. Under full disclosure, we don't think this needs to come to blows. I must say there are other things that are preventing us from going through. But in this, in the spirit of camaraderie and against violence, point out that there's a secret door over there. And now that he points it out, you see there's a secret door over there. And in the spirit of cooperation, as I assume you're here to rob the tomb as well, you, big guy, this sounds odd. Why don't you remove his face? Says to Bowson.
You want me to carve off his face?
Won't require violence, but just remove his face.
Listen, we didn't come here to rob this place. We came here to give someone a peaceful rest. It's the least he deserves. I'm not going to go around carving up your dead mate's body.
And not say carve. Just remove his face. Go over there, grab it, and remove it.
You know what I'm going to do? I'll stomp on it. That's what I'll do, unless you start giving me some answers. Or should I stomp on yours?
Look, I'm a doppelganger. I can appear to whatever I want to be. And you see him quickly flick to Bowson, then to Wiz, then to Hector, then to Pastor Timothy, then to Torp, returning to his pale self. Now that I have quite the trick, wouldn't you agree? Once again, in the spirit of camaraderie, I'm giving you the opportunity to do a similar trick. Just remove his face.
I do it. Seems magical enough to me.
His face does come off, and this is what it looks like. So that
Yoink.
is a doppelganger mask. It's actually crafted from the facial skin of a doppelganger, which is, I've got to say, I'm not approving of, but it has been useful. In fact, this is how it works. And you should see new notes now underneath the picture of the doppelganger mask, explaining how the doppelganger mask works.
That'll go great for my with my feet.
Where would I find it again? Because I clicked off it. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll redisplay it.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. Holy moleskins, that's pretty...
Just gonna slip that in my bag.
That's going to be really handy for what you need to do in the wizard place, in the Arcanium.
Yeah, I've got the actor feat, so I get bonuses whenever I try to impersonate someone.
Well, say something in the spirit
do
of D&D and doing whatever the hell you want. Most people that I've run this with have investigated the tomb last. Like they've done the Tunnel of Love, they've done the tome, they've done the Emporium, have come to this last. But you guys have done it in a different order, and I think it's a more sensible different order. So yay for D&D and doing whatever the hell you want, because this was, I think, a good move of Wiz has the active feat and the ability to change his appearance, then fantastic.
Do you think it... So, do we let this doppelganger accompany us, or do we let him flee? I feel that he would be defiling the Monda crypt.
I can't help but agree that he'd do that if he's left to his own devices. We need to secure some form of assurance that he won't do that.
Oh, no.
Well, he did.
You don't
He
need to
did
do
say this
anything.
mask
Oh.
was made out of a doppelganger's face. We could get a second one.
Oh, that is not.
That's not something that I would...
Look, I've proved my loyalty to you already. I could have pointed out that guy was wearing a mask, and you'd be none the wiser. I could have pointed out that I could have not told you about the secret door, and you would have wandered and left.
I've got one question for you.
Yes.
What do the Golden Mask want?
I said it before, but I'll say it again. The riches of House Mondor.
There's your answer, Talk.
Well, perhaps then you should collect the jewelry upon the southern wall as fair recompense for you, and we'll see what happens.
Oh,
Can
no,
I
no.
Insight.
Sure. Yep.
Can I insight to see if he's like, maybe he thinks there's like traps, and he's trying to like get us to,
Sure.
if he has ulterior motives, if he's
Sure.
actually trying to just help us, or if he's has ulterior motives.
Sure.
It's a 21.
In your studies, Wiz, you've learned a lot about crypts and tombs and how tomb robbers are all part and parcel of it. And it would be highly unlikely that this place wasn't trapped in some way. You also find it curious that he knew where the secret door was, but he's not on the other side of the secret door. So you know there's perhaps further companions up ahead, and he is in fact wanting you to fall into traps. I've shown you the secret door. I've given you the mask. I have not acted violently, even though some of you look very, very weak. Could have taken you out. I didn't, and that is worth something.
Surely you didn't think to rob this tomb just with the two of you. Where is the rest of your gang?
Plan.
Firstly, my name
Clan,
is not
yes.
Shirley. It is Basco. Basco? Yeah, he's got a different name. What's his? He's got another name. I've forgotten his other name. Philip.
Yeah.
My name is Philip. Not Shirley. And yes, they are up ahead. I assume robbing the tomb as we speak.
And you didn't feel like telling us this information before trying to send us down there.
Oh.
You say you're just trying to work together and help us.
I've been most helpful. I pointed out the door. I've pointed out the other people are there. I do not know of traps, but you do know, Wiz, that he probably does know there's traps.
No traps in a tomb. That's unheard of.
So this secret door, I've not touched anything yet, but I would like to visually inspect the slightly different coloured stones that no doubt indicate the secret door. So I'd like to investigate it.
Make me an investigation
Be
check.
talented. 12.
Now I know the dynamic. Actually, I think if I dynamic lighting here is weird. If I delete that door, let me see up there now. I'm just going to put you here, even though you're not there, Torque. So just so you can see, there's this corridor. Oh,
Yep.
Can you see? Oh, this is so weird. This lighting.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a shadow running across that entrance to it. So yes, I can see there's a corridor,
Yep.
20 feet long. If we do this the old school, running to the north, and in the northeastern corner there is a door to the west.
Yep. And you look closely at the ground, and it seems perfectly safe. Perhaps the traps are up ahead.
So the door was in fact ajar a little.
The secret door there that you went through, and if you go there, there's another door.
Yep.
But as you walk up there, a spear shoots from it. You get a +8 to this roll. I assume a 25 hits.
It does.
And you take 2d10. You take 7 points of damage as the spear lodges into you.
And that's piercing damage, is it?
Yep, piercing damage.
So I remove 3 from that, so it leaves 4 points of damage. Got myself now. So 27, so 23. Yeah.
Trouble, I could use your help, please! Which is what you hear from the other side of the room.
Okay. Be wary. There was some sort of trap, a spear. Did I see what the mechanism was that set it off? Was it the old moving floor pad?
Yep.
A tripwire?
Yep. And they jump over this square here. Easy enough for them to avoid, as you pointed out.
All right. So that's that whole.
Say, no traps, you say? Well, why don't you lead the way? Take us down to your friends.
I do. Sorry, I just need to refresh my page. It's
Let's work together, like you say. We can be partners in crime and loot this tomb together. So
Yes,
you
okay.
first. I mean, you got here first, so.
Okay. And he leads the way over into this far room. Because of the weird lighting, I'm just gonna drag everybody into this room because things just are weird. I just know at this particular part of the map. Belson, is that everybody?
Yeah, you
Oh,
just
past
moved me.
it.
Cool.
Pastor Timothy will move you there. And you see these doors, and they're marked. This one next to Hector is 1, Wiz 2, this one 3, and the one on Pastor Timothy is 4. They've all got numbers on them. And you hear there's an open pit in the center of this room, and this guy is screaming in pain, and he's impaled on spikes at the bottom of this pit. Help! Get me out of here, please! I'm gonna be dead soon. Just get me out. Throw down a rope or something. Get me out of here.
I feel I can let's have a look in the tree. I believe I have some hempen rope, so I will toss some from the wall where I am, holding on to one end into the pit, and we'll hold on to it tightly. Are you able to pull yourself up?
You hear him trying, and Grinder says, "It's kind of hard, but I got a spike through my leg. It's kind of make it difficult. Can you give me a hand? Maybe you pull as opposed to I climb."
Okay. Balson, can you assist me?
Well, I don't trust these people. I don't know. I don't see why we're rescuing them in the first place.
Philip, go help your man.
All right, talk.
Fine.
I'll help you.
Right, so I'll pull on the
Oh.
rope and attempt to lift him out.
And I'll pull in it as well. Do you want me to aid you? I'll aid you so that you can roll at advantage.
You bring him out easily enough. And you teachers out there, I assume you do first aid certificates. What should you
Yep.
not do when someone is pierced by an object?
Pull it out.
Pull the object out because they're gonna bleed out.
Get out.
That's what this guy does.
Balson didn't know that though.
Oh no.
Yeah, just the thing through his thigh was through some major artery, and he just collapses in a pool of his own blood.
And is he also masked?
You're trying to remove his face, and it's just a face.
Right, just a face. Maybe if I pull harder. I believe that Lord Monda has guided my hand. I cannot explain how I know or what it is that I know, but I believe we should travel through the door next to Pastor Timothy.
To the northeast. Aye.
So we're
That
being
is the-
encouraged.
That is the one that is labelled 4, is it not? So I feel drawn towards this door labelled 4.
Right.
I say, if I'm following you, I'm keeping close to the doppelganger.
Aren't we prodding the doppelganger out in front?
Right? Yeah, exactly. I think so.
Well, I feel confident enough to, at least. I'm going to inspect the door at least first, so I'll investigate it so we can have a session of checking every single door that we come to.
Looks perfectly
Cool.
safe.
It looks fine. Perfectly safe, so I'm going to open that door.
You wish me to go first?
Given that the other corridor we were in had traps, I'd suggest you mind your step. But I think I'm happy for you to follow on behind me. So I'm going to take the... Oh, can I not move into it? Oh, I can. Okay, I'm going to step down the corridor. I am just out of force of habit, given
I'm
that
going
the
to follow
other
behind him.
one was there. I'm going to leap over the 3rd step onto the 4th one next to this next door. So I didn't step on that one.
Well, it does the same thing.
He's still on... Is he doing the same thing, or is he standing on it now?
Just there's a conga line, so it's just tricky. But he's going to jump over it as well.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
I'll open the next room and step inside if I can. Step inside.
Oh, who's this?
Uh-oh. The whole gang's here.
The whole gang.
There are 6 people.
Okay.
One thing you notice as you walk in is there's a lot of sand on this floor. And there's a lot of people in this room too. Orc. You know this person. I think by reputation as the more than... Well, it's up to you. You might know her personal acquaintance as well. But she is the head of one of the local brothel houses. One of the more upmarket ones, like not a down and dive one, but as respectable as it can be. And her name is Zil Shabi. She says, we have visitors. Oh, Philip, you've brought us some guests. Perhaps you can help come and unlock the mysteries of Alcimondo with us. Please, come inside. Let us talk. Philip wanders in.
Jump.
So I would just say be on your guard.
Oh, yes.
Move forward. So it was this lady here, the You shall be. Will be.
Bunch
What
of
was it?
Yilsabi, I think they said. Yilsabi.
Yep.
Oh, so we have visitors. My name is Yilsabi. I'm a representative of the Golden Masks. It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Tell me, I remember some of you. Didn't you all try some cookies a while back?
Indeed, we did. We were duped by an old crone upon the street who was obviously preying on the fact that were relatively new to the city.
You mean like this? And this lady up in the top corner turns into the vision of the old lady who sells your cookies. And she reverts back. One thing you need to understand about the Golden Masks is we're business people at heart. And while I apologize that you got so ill, I don't apologize for taking your money. You obviously had money. You could afford to lose it. You didn't become destitute. You didn't attend the House of Healing. And God rest the soul of poor Otmar Onamail, by the way. So if there was a peasant who struck it large and won hundreds of gold pieces, we'd say, may the gods bless you and enjoy that. So only steal from those who can afford it. So I apologize you got sick. I make no apologies for the money we took, because look at you. You have a magnificent rapier. You have a magnificent maul. You could afford it.
Entrusted to me by its owner. And in fact, we're here to pay him the greatest of respect. I will give you this one opportunity for you and your band to leave and find some other place to make your coin.
The last thing I want is for this to come to violence. I don't think that's a respectful tact at all in places as holy as this. Why don't we come to an understanding? Why don't we split it 50-50? Look, I don't know who would win in a fight between me and you. You all look beat up. Had a long day, obviously. Well, we were unfortunate to lose the guy in the pit trap, and by the sounds of it, you pulled him out and he died. You should never do that with a puncture wound, but that's beside the point. Let me see, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us, and only 5 of you. So if it comes to blow, maybe we'll win, maybe you'll win. So can't we just do this sensibly and split the treasure?
Is it your treasure to split?
Is it your treasure to split? I mean, what are you doing
did not
here?
say.
What are you doing
We did not
here?
say we were here for treasure.
What are you here for?
I'm here at the behest of Lord Simonda and his dying communication that there is something that I need to fulfill for him.
Now that sounds interesting.
So choose your door. So I won't
Oh.
stop you from investigating, and I believe you've already lost one. I wonder how many of you will walk out of here alive. Given how indifferent you were to your the man in the pit.
Well, the man in the pit was a dead man. We knew that. I mean, without some miraculous healing. Sorry, just Hector has whispered with me. So, on the neck of the guy in charge. You can attempt to do that. It's not going to be sneaky though, because he's going to try and resist and squirm around. Tell you what, make me an acrobatics or athletics check, Hector. I'll tell you what he needs to roll. He gets a +4 to this. In the event of a tie, nothing happens. He says, "Get your hands off me!" He stumbles over to the safety of his companions.
Do I get advantage because I'm sorry?
Sure. Roll again. And you wrap our hand and we'll say he is mute for the meantime.
Now, I'm no mathematician, but your counting seems a little off. I count 6 of you. Want to make it less?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Philip would be 7. And I think
Philip is indisposed of at the moment.
Philip can't talk, but he has lots of tricks up his sleeves. And I'll just point out once again, all I'm trying is talk this through, and you've resorted to violence already.
The one thing that I won't resort to necessarily is theft or defiling a crypt. I
Aren't we gonna go try to steal a crown?
There is something else that we might benefit from, I believe.
Look, Lord Monder is one of the wealthiest noble families here. But you say he left something for you, something to discover. Actually, make an intimidation
a
check.
duty. I'm making an intimidation check.
Yep.
Read what that was. 8. Oh, so intimidating.
Look, it seems as if Monder wanted you to be here. You said at his behest. Surely there's something of interest for you to find here.
Well, as I say, I'll not assist you in your quest. Pick your doors. See how many of you survive.
This is my counter offer. We will not attack you. Once again, I don't know which way the battle will go. You do look quite battle-weary, and we're as fresh as daisies. So I think would have the upper hand, but you're right, we are hesitant to open a door. We saw what happened to old Fernog. He trapped, and this sand scattered around here gives me pause. So consider this. We will work together. Who knows what traps up ahead? You share with us what Lord Simonda left for you, and we'll take a couple of items from the tomb.
I just don't think that's happening. I whisper to talk.
No, I think not either. The best I can do is I offer you these 3 pearls. We offered the pearls to your men to let us in here, and that would bring valuable pearls, and you could take that and say that you've made a good day's profit. It profits me not.
Altogether?
Well, I believe you told me I think I've got it recorded as 500 each, but when I looked it up, it was only 100 pearls, 100 gold pieces. So Philip's got one already, and it was 5 pearls that we found. Well, I forget where we found those.
You got them from the lady in the coronation.
Oh yeah, the lady that was crushed, the head of the Dorumu family that got crushed by the chandelier. Domarin, yes, we rescued her. So I have those pearls for you. You could take that as payment and consider yourself lucky and make your way out.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
200 more gold and you have a deal.
Sorry, what? How much
And,
more gold?
200.
100 more gold.
200.
200 more
200.
gold.
Well, I've got some gold.
Certainly I could afford that, so I just want to do the quick glances at everybody. So we're not saying words, we're doing little nods and eyelifts.
Yeah.
So are we shaking heads or nodding?
Nodding.
Right, I'll yep. So I've certainly the pearls and 200. Do we have an accord?
We have an accord. I wish you the best of luck. Yelsabi, Philip, and the rest of them make their way out of the tomb.
Forgive my reticence. I assume they're now out of sight. Forgive my reticence. Lord Monda entrusted to me a family secret that I swore that I would not reveal the secret of his tomb, at least to no one else. So I want to examine the 4 doors again, looking for any indication of numbers.
Which is the next number in the sequence? Remind me.
I have it as 4.
This is door number 4.
I'm strangely drawn to this door here, and since I have taken the risks to fulfill his wishes, I'm going to open the door.
See a
and
passageway
step through.
ahead of you. And as you step through, what mysteries, what
Oh,
traps
no.
will remain, we will find out next week, people.